Good morning and welcome to Your Vote Counts. I'm Scott Mitchell with Jason and John as always. And big story this week is that Tulsa mayor's race, Jason. It is very close. There's going to be a runoff. It says lots of things about Oklahoma. And well, just give everybody an example of what happened and where we're headed with this.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about this race last week, but big first place finish for former Representative Monroe Nichols, someone I served with. Really, was led a very exciting campaign and put a lot of hard work in it. It showed with him finishing first. Karen Keith finished second, a few hundred votes behind. And then there was Brent Van Norman, who finished just a few hundred votes behind Karen Keith. So it looks like that the Van Norman campaign is asking for a recount, something to do with how they finished first and more precincts than anyone else and wanting to make sure that all those votes count. I can assure you at home that our election systems are very good here in Oklahoma. So I don't think that the results are going to change much.
John, it's interesting to me that the community of Tulsa really is engaging on this issue.
Yeah, actually pretty decent voter turnout for a mayor's election, which was really exciting. We talk about voter turnout a lot. Keep watching that Van Norman recount. I have to agree with my friend and colleague that chances are low that's going to change the election. Oklahoma was just rated 5th in the nation in election security, and we're really good. Now, that being said, that's his right to do it. And he's the only Republican in the race. Well, that's nonpartisan. If it goes to a runoff, he's got a real shot. Now, what a lot of people didn't see coming, what I thought was going to happen about the last week of the race, though, is Monroe Nichols finishing first. So if we end up with that ending up, you're going to see 2 Democrats running for the mayor of Tulsa, first time in, goodness gracious, probably 20 years, long time since we have 2 Democrats on the ballot for the mayor of Tulsa, the last 2.
Yeah, changes are coming, seems to me. Also, there was something this week that was kind of slid under the radar, and that is Office of Management, and I don't even know what OMES stands for, but they have a new director. You guys are familiar with him, John.
Well, those at home, what OMES, Oklahoma OMES, the old director of state finance, has a new director, and his name is Rick Rose, and he is amazing. He is the former chief of staff for Speaker Charles McCall, very successful lawyer here in Oklahoma City. I went to law school with who now Director Rose is going to do a great job. This is a big deal. They are over all of the IT for the state of Oklahoma. They're over all of the contracting for the state of Oklahoma. He's a great public servant. He's known for his integrity. And in this huge position, we are really lucky to have somebody of his caliber. Great hire by Governor Kevin Stitt, continuing to put really good talent in state government. It's a great hire all the way around.
Jason, you know Rick well, but this agency has got a lot of challenges. It's a big agency, does a big job.
It is a behemoth agency, especially when you're looking at all of the IT over the state. And then if you just think about all the data collection that we're doing now from the state, all of the AI that's starting to come in, this is a big job, but I think Rick Rose is up for the job. I think the only person that would have been upset about this would have been Speaker McCall if the governor would have tried to take Rick away from him during session. So I think the timing is pretty good. I expect him to do a really great job as director of OMES. But yeah, I mean, that agency has been knocked for being a little too big and a little too clunky. But I expect that Rick will come in with fresh eyes and fix some of those issues.
Yeah, it's a big job. He's a good guy, and we'll see where this goes. Okay, when we come back, we're going to talk about those elections, those runoffs. And speaking of Rick leaving the legislature to go to the executive branch, there's a lot of that happening. What's it going to look like next year?